Hi, my name's Nicole. I'm from Nicole Winkler Jewellery, and today we're going to have a bit of a talk about emeralds and some other beautiful green gemstone alternatives. So emeralds are a beautiful natural gem. They've been used in jewellery since 3500 BC, and even Cleopatra was apparently a huge fan. Now, emeralds are primarily mined in Colombia, but there are even mines here in Australia. So I've got a beautiful emerald from the Torrington mine. Now, emeralds are quite a strong, well, they're quite a hard gemstone. So using the Mohs scale of hardness, where diamond is a 10 and chalk or talc is a 1, emeralds are an 8. So they don't scratch easily, but the problem with emeralds is that they have a lot of natural inclusions, which are maybe little cracks or little bubbles, and those make them quite likely to cleave. So if you knock an emerald in the wrong angle, you can have a whole section of it just cleave or kind of break, chip away. So if you're choosing an emerald for an everyday ring, like an engagement ring, it's best to put it in quite a secure setting. So what I would normally recommend is maybe something with a halo where you've got diamonds around it. We might put it in a bezel where the metal lips around, but especially to cover off the corners. A lot of emeralds are cut in emerald cuts for exactly this reason. So if you think of a rectangle, now they've got pointy edges like that, yeah? An emerald cut is basically a rectangle, but you cut the corners off there. And that means that those corners are less liable to break or chip in wearing, but really importantly in setting. So I know that if I'm making an emerald ring, then my poor setter, they just have an incredibly anxious day on the day that they're setting it, because it's very easy to break an emerald when it's setting. So you can see in here all of these natural inclusions. Now this is actually a very clean emerald, and they make up part of the natural beauty of the stone. So as I mentioned before, emeralds have a lot of natural inclusions. Now, if you see a big, super clean emerald, it's either going to be wildly expensive or a synthetic or has been treated. Now, if an emerald's been treated, it's had its cracks filled with either wax, oil, or glass. Now, none of these are permanent treatments. So if it's not being done terribly well and you put it even in hot water, like if you're washing the dishes with it on, you might go into the hot water with a beautiful, clear, clean emerald and come out and it looks all cracked and really not terribly beautiful. So you need to buy your emeralds from somebody that you trust, a reputable jeweler. I wouldn't suggest, if you're going to Colombia, to choose your own emerald there, because you just don't know what you're going to be getting. So things to bear in mind when you're choosing an emerald or an emerald ring. One, you want it to be a beautiful, bright stone with a nice intensity of colour. So it's really up to personal choice with that. So the most valuable stones are a mid-bluey green. If they're really dark and kind of dull, they won't be as expensive. If they're really light, again, not so expensive. And if they're really pale, they're not officially emeralds and they've gone into a precious beryl. And other beryls are aquamarines and morganites. With emeralds, you want them to be in a secure setting, ideally in platinum or palladium or yellow gold, so that you don't need to rhodium plate it. And you want one that really just makes your heart sing, that you think is really beautiful and appeals to you. Now, emeralds are one green stone. Now there's still lots of other beautiful natural green stones that are beautiful to choose for jewellery. Now I've got some others for you to have a look at. One is a Tsavorite garnet or a grossular garnet. Now they've only been on the market and available since the mid-70s, so they're really quite a new gem on the market. They're this amazing kind of bright leaf green, very kind of energetic colour to them. Again, they have quite a few natural inclusions, and it's quite hard to find a big Tsavorite that is that's a clear, clean stone. But sometimes the inclusions actually give a beautiful kind of quirkiness to it, and you know they're natural that way. So Tsavorites, they are a 7.5 on the Mohs scale, And then we've got beautiful green sapphires, and you can actually get some lovely Australian green sapphires. They're a really good option for engagement rings. They're a 9 on the Mohs scale, so quite tough. And you can get them from very pale, kind of sea green, into beautiful dark kind of forest greens, or even party sapphires. That's P-A-R-T-I, not Y. And party sapphires are part one colour, part another. So you might have a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, sometimes yellow. And then another beautiful option are tourmalines. Tourmalines are a little bit softer. They are a 7 to 7.5, but still, if you're careful, fine for everyday wear. And tourmalines you can get in a whole beautiful rainbow of colours, other than green as well, but the greens you can get these amazing kind of bluey green ones, pale sea green, lots of lovely options. So I'll show you those here. We've got the tourmaline, sapphire and the tsavorite. And then you've also got demantoid garnets, which are these fabulous, bright, sparkly leaf green with little yellow flashes in them that are gorgeous as well. So I hope that helps answer some questions. If you have any other questions, please either email me or send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, and I can get some beautiful gems in for you to have a look at. And there's also a gallery of beautiful pieces you can have a look at www.nicolewinkler.com. And if you'd like to win your own Nicole Winkler treasure, this beautiful blue topaz, tourmaline, aquamarine and diamond ring is my special birthday giveaway. Now, to enter, you need to be signed up to my mailing list, and you can do that at nicolewinkler.com, and be following me on Instagram, and then all of the T's and C's will come to you either on Instagram or on my mailing list. It's drawn on June 19th, so good luck with that one.